Everybody seems to be quitting social media, at least in the sphere that I'm in, and Threads specifically, maybe it's my algorithm, but it seems like a lot of people are getting frustrated with the idea of social media, the way it's running, the way it's not pushing videos out like it used to, and everybody is quitting social media, it seems like, from my vantage point. But here's why I'm not, and I guess to be also more specific, why I'm not quitting YouTube. I don't want to quit social media, but more specifically YouTube, because in comparison to all the other social media platforms, it's obviously more long form aside from shorts. The main part of YouTube is long form. Whenever you go onto YouTube, you're going in there to commit a certain amount of time, especially with the way that it has become the new TV streaming platform for that. You're going to YouTube to spend a little bit more time and committed to whoever's videos you're watching. I really like that commitment aspect. I think a lot of the community that we miss on places like Instagram, mainly Instagram, I think is still found on YouTube. So I can't quit that because I do love that communal aspect, that the fact that you're spending 10, 20, 30 minutes, even several hours with somebody watching a podcast or just watching any kind of video that they may put out. But on the more personal side, as far as why I'm more actively involved in it, one of the reasons that it's an active form of release of expression. And it's a place where I feel like I can still go and actually create video. And look, go back and look at any of my metrics. There's not a whole lot of people watching. I'm okay with that. I've talked in other videos about why I'm okay with that. And I still do it. And I enjoy it because it's still a form of expression. I can still create visuals. I can have fun with a lot of different aspects of media that 30 years ago, I would not have had access to. I would not have been able to creatively do things on. And so I love just the opportunity of still being able to upload a video somewhere and, a handful of people watch it. We connect on some things, and I just keep making more videos. So the expression side, it's really fun, it's enjoyable, it's accessible. Creativity is still part of our DNA. And so if I were to upload a video to YouTube and maybe like a handful of 5-10 people connect, that's pretty cool. But the main main reason why I have not quit social media is because the big purpose that for my YouTube channel was to leave a breadcrumb trail for my kids to follow, to be able to see where dad was at and to see the lessons that I was learning and the thoughts that I had when I traveled somewhere, or just the little things there that you may tell your kids in the future as a big story about, how we went somewhere, just big lifelong lessons. But these videos here, these kind of one-offs, or not these one-offs, but these ones that will never pop off, like these are the ones that I cherish the most, because it's going to give them something to be able to follow along and see how dad's thought process developed over time, or how he thought about certain topics. And I think that's just super valuable to me, and just something that I'll continue uploading because it's mainly for them. But I don't know if there's another dad out there or somebody else that's going to be able to connect and relate and maybe needed to hear a sentence in a 6-minute long video that would have resonated with them. I guess a symptom of that too would just be getting better at my craft is just super huge. And I feel like if I quit social media, the incentive to keep making videos for myself kind of goes away. Sure, I do make videos now where they'll never see the light of day. They're for my family members only. It's a form of expression, or kind of telling them something that I want to tell them, whatever it may be. But as a whole, social media gives me this incentive to keep uploading things, mainly for my family, but so that I can visually see a library of videos and topics that I've worked at. And it's really cool. I don't watch my videos, but it's really cool being able to scroll through and see like how far I've come and how, I've posted almost close to 400. It's something closely related to like having a library. I'm a huge avid reader, and I love being able to just look at my bookshelves, my library, and see all the books that I've read. There's 90% of them I'm not going to go back and read. But it's really cool knowing where I've come, and I leave notes in all my books. And so being able to just crack open a book and kind of refresh myself and look at the notes and what I'm highlighting and all those kinds of things, that's really cool to see. And it jogs my memory at times to be able to think about like, what headspace was I in when I made or when I read that book. And in the same way, I'm kind of looking my video catalog as a library, but for my kids to crack open, for them to then look through and look at the notes and see what dad was thinking through, and then just ask me about that. Like, that can spark conversations. And boy, there are some cringy videos that I have to answer for, but that's part of the process. So I'm not quitting social media anytime soon, more specifically YouTube, but why quit now? The library is just now getting started.